Sup, folks? Welcome to my class called E.J. Wiley Class of Economics, or E.J. Wiley's Class of Economics, right? And today we are going to talk about taxes, tariffs, central banking, budgets, monetary policy, fiscal policy, and genocides on the United States dollar. So basically, what we have here is Obama. Homeboy, he was out right after 2017, right? And basically, there wasn't any riots or anything major that happened during this transition between Trump and Obama. And basically, throughout all these 8 years, which is a lot of days, probably almost 8,000 days, 8,000 days, this doofus was plotting on tax evading as a president. So this doofus, throughout these years, was traveling internationally, and he has a lot of experience traveling around the world and observing all the different economies. So this doofus basically has a lot of experience on manipulating the criminal code and trying to get away from crimes throughout his entire life, damn near, well, his adult life, damn near his entire adult life. So this doofus, right, was like, okay, I need to create a distraction. So in this year, which is Obama's last year that led into 2017, so I guess the 2016 elections, right? The doofus was like, I'm gonna give you guys an amazing tax cut. And basically, the doofus had an army of mayors and governors throughout the whole world, not just America. And they followed the Ditzbrain's plan on cutting taxes. But this Ditzbrain, let me say that shit correctly, is just a fucking landlord that's cheating the system. So what happened is, he convinced people. He doesn't have a degree in macroeconomics. He doesn't have experience in macroeconomics, and he never worked for the government for macroeconomics. So he has no fucking clue what's going on. So he just bullshitted people, and he was like, I'm going to drop the tax rate, the federal tax rate for, I guess, billionaires, down from 35% to 21%, right? So that's a lot of money the government lost. So now, all of his Ditzbrain troopers, they was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's fucking cut everybody's taxes. And then the Ditzbrain troopers in other countries, they was like, that's a great idea. Let's cut everybody's taxes. So now we are in a deficit. But Obama almost closed his deficit gap from Bush. So now Obama didn't complete the task, but Trump dropped the system so bad for every single year, right? In addition to not printing money. And basically that's one of the primary functions of the United States dollar, because it's the global hospital for all the banks. Because if you fuck up the dollar, then all the countries are gone. So Ditzbrain and his army of global troopers destroyed the dollar, right? So we are now in Biden's era. And basically what's happening is we're almost completed with the first 4 years of Biden's era. And we're going into a non-applicable, because we don't know who's going to die, who's going to live. And basically the The plus signs are for the taxes. The minus signs are for the taxes, but Trump dropped it. And then the plus signs are for Biden. And he got, as soon as he got in office, he undid everything this doofus did. And basically, the governments are starting to get refunded or replenished with their revenues. So basically, this term is going to be like well prepared and well anchored for caring for 8 billion people on the planet for these 4 years, right? So Dit's brain, right, destroyed the government with that conservative nonsense, right? And basically, since he did that, he kept saying that, oh, there's going to be a Great Depression. There's going to be a Great Depression. But the Great Depression is not showing up in our last year, because as soon as he left office, we switched it. And now for these 3 years, we propped it up with aggressive macroeconomic rescue protocols that basically gave the government more money in order to stabilize everything on top of our taxes. So people donated extra money to cover up for this garbage that he did. And that's why Biden is claiming that we have we're closing the gap on the deficit, right? So basically, the people, the other set of the people, the Democrats from all around the world came together and made this Biden situation happen. So Biden didn't necessarily do it on his own, but together, everybody fixed it. So back to Trump, the doofus, right? If this dude, right, continued into here for the rest of these years, every nurse practitioner in America would be wiping patients' asses with their bare hands, because we could not get any supplies into the country because doofus fucked it up. So that means this amazing healthcare hand that provides patient care to patients, right, wiped this patient's ass, right? And we don't have any sanitizers, so now we had to wipe this patient's ass and then the next patient's ass with our bare hands. And now that spread a lot of diseases into this term and beyond. Okay? So basically, that's the lifestyle that Trump gifted us with his amazing leadership around the whole world. Because if you could see this right now, if you look into other countries that collapsed, they don't have goods and they're doing patient care with nothing. So Trump did that to the American dollar, and basically he destroyed the planet. He destroyed everything. We lost everything if he got back into office during this term. So that means if I, as a healthcare person, was wiping everybody's ass, eventually you, as a walking, talking pedestrian, will end up into the healthcare system no matter what, because it's guaranteed that there is death, taxes, and healthcare, right? So now you go into a hospital where I work at with my amazing healthcare hand, and now I have to start wiping your ass too. So this is why Trump will not be getting my vote for this 4 years of managing global economics. Over, out, gotta go.